Love all. Right down the middle to start off quick. Wang Chuqin with the flick inside the table. Now, if you ask Chinese fans what Tomokazu has improved on the most, they'd say his forehand, and we've seen it throughout this entire competition, but Wang Chuqin taking both points on receive. That is a wonderful start for Lionheart.
Certainly is. Phenomenal timing there. We know what he's all about, Wang Chuqin.
There's this feeling of discomfort on the other side of the table. In the best of 7, settling in sometimes takes some time. You can imagine Wang Chuqin will be especially determined to end a year that he started so incredibly well. Turns his back to the table, and it doesn't matter. Staying focused here, closes out his 4th straight point.
He's looking good here against the Asian champion, Wang Chuqin. That is merciless, isn't it? All cards on the table. Harimoto can't play the open side. This is a statement here from Wang Chuqin. Like you say, Adam, he got off to such a great start. 93% win rate. But then, the second half, all about Lin Chidong winning 5 of the last 6 events.
And flawless at the first towel break. No eye contact there. I told you earlier on in the event that on the bus, wherever you see him around the venue, Wang Chuqin has the same tunnel vision that I saw from Ma Long for years. This is a man who knows he's got no room for backpedaling, but is going to look to clean the memory of the last several months by winning this here. And even with the soft hands on the receive, Harimoto sets up the point well. Wang Chuqin closes it out better.
It's crazy here how quickly Harimoto has become a passenger in this first game. Slow spin, but so crystal clear in the mind there, Wang Chuqin.
This is quite fascinating. Again, anyone who's looked at their head-to-head in recent history, Wang Chuqin is the favorite. But based on the most recent history, still a lot of questions to be asked. Pace into the backhand, Fraser. How you feeling right now? What do you think?
Just amazed. I mean, can you imagine a bagel in the first game here from Wang Chuqin? Only 2 away from doing so. Harimoto got him with his backhand, but Wang Chuqin, relentless.
When's the last time you saw a mercy point? Just curious.
I can't remember now. I've seen a few, but...
Same. It just feels like a mini disc player. Just don't see it anymore. 10-0, Wang Chuqin. Takes his chances. That or he's the best actor in the world.
Yeah. I mean, he could have been going for a photo perfect finish. You couldn't blame him in this situation, but wow.
I think the scoreboard, 11-0 would be the perfect photo finish for Wang Chuqin to send a statement here. Until it's over, he'll send every message he can. 9 game points left. Ooh, Harimoto plays the wall here with the forehand. A long way to go. Shakes his head as if to say, man, how did I get here? Yet 1 point, 1 small step in the right direction. And there it is, Wang Chuqin closes the door on what was quite a fast... Here rooting on her Japanese son. Short side of the table on the step around, Wang Chuqin keeping the momentum.
You mentioned in the first game briefly, Adam, how Harimoto has really improved his forehand, but he's not getting much chance to get it into play. I think Wang Chuqin, for the most part, will try and test the recovery by playing consecutive balls into the Harimoto forehand.
You're saying because it's a more expensive stroke, takes more time to recover from?
Absolutely. Harimoto won't want to be too close to the table.
And the top edge of the racket, the ball does not come down on the other side. He's grunting, he's fighting. But Wang Chuqin, the quality he brings, a lot of effort and resource goes into when you've been beaten by a non-Chinese opponent, how to prepare for the next time. Ooh, ooh. A little bit of frustration here. Little fortune for the homeboy, Tomokazu.
I like that from Wang Chuqin. He'd happily go 10-0 up again here. Oh, brilliant play. Harimoto comes in with the backhand flick, bites the bait, if you will, then Wang Chuqin takes him out to that backhand corner. Harimoto can't get out after he came in.
Speaking of biting, whether you like yakiniku or not, there was clearly a lot of beef in the room. I think more between the fans, respect between the players.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of tension in the room. Fair play. Quick acknowledgement there from Tomo.
Wang Chuqin hasn't won an event since the Saudi smash. There's a lot on this, and they know how much of a threat Harimoto is.
May, my goodness.
Yeah.
First half of the year. Now, do you remember it the same way I do? Lin Shidong took the first 2 games against Tomo, then he took the next 2.
That's right. So this is far from over, although the momentum here, 13 of the last 16 for the world #1.
He fished. He got him fishing. This was a test of stamina. The legs required on both sides in this rally. I'm exhausted watching it. Look how far Wang Chuqin is still at full extension, makes 1, and that was the first time he played any ball slightly more passively. This right there just couldn't reach wide enough to get any wrist on that backhand.
But over the table, strong Harimoto. Wasn't a long receive from Wang Chuqin, but high enough to allow the Japanese player to come in over the ball. Right into that crossover section, Wang Chuqin suffocated there.
It's not easy to find, but there's always an answer. No one is completely unstoppable. There's an answer. The question was a tough one when it came in. I like this.
Me too. He learned from the point before where he flicked with the backhand. He got back out to that backhand position quicker and used the pace beautifully. Wang Chuqin appreciated that one as well.
Acknowledgement there. It's always nice to feel respected on the other side. Good underspin on the serve here. Wang Chuqin leaving it shorter to the forehand side. Again, in the men's game, you'll see both of these players using their backhand on the forehand side inside the table to generate that extra racket speed for aggression. Presento. Omiyage, something for Wang Chuqin to take with him when he leaves. 75% success on serve, 3 times the success of Tomokazu Harimoto.
Change to the backhand serve.
Simple backhand serve. Why would somebody do that at a point like this?
Well, it's something different, and you know, it's such a simple service motion, but you're not giving your opponent really anything to work with or against. That's the beauty of that empty tight backhand serve.
Tough to imagine someone spending a lot of time practicing receiving a serve like that in the practice hall. Little break off the net here. Harimoto within 1 point. It's way closer than it was yesterday. And what would become one of the most memorable matches in modern history.
That was a classic against Lin Shidong, who could have become world #1 if he would have made the final and won it. And Wang Chuqin would have lost in the semi. Wang will be world #1 after this regardless.
7 points apiece, leveled out. Tomo cleaning it up, playing the short side wisely after being handcuffed and taking it from halfway to the ground under the table. 6 of the last 8 for Tomokazu. Again, he does it! He gets there to beat him to the line and use the backhand. We talk about the expense of that forehand stroke. It still has to be as wide as can be on the way back.
He read it like a book, and it makes you wonder, will Wang Chuqin second-guess himself on that pivot going forward? Let's see.
Coming right back, Wang Chuqin levels it at 8 points apiece. It just feels that every game is so crucial in this match. Game number 1, look at the score line. It was 10-0 in game number 1, and here we are at 8 each. Nice move around here. Wang Chuqin raises his hand in apology here. Again, sometimes it's the edge of the racket, a little bit off the top of the net where we don't see it, but the action, you could feel the bend on the ball. Remember, they're not just playing topspin to topspin. They're constantly introducing little bits of side spin to make the ball hook and curve into an uncomfortable spot for the opponent. 2 big points here as Wang Chuqin sets up 2 game points at the 3rd towel break for a 2-0 lead.
Wasn't a bad receive from Harimoto by any stretch of the imagination, but Wang Chuqin, look at that. Assertive, authoritative. Tough position for Harimoto here, but he's got the serves.
Back to the backhand he goes, keeping it simple. Wang Chuqin plays the push right back, stays soft in the early part of the rally to open strong with the backhand. Initiate here in the 3rd, he's down 0-2 in a best of 7. But Wang Chuqin has other plans. Tough to coordinate with a guy like that in a rally like this at a time like this.
I mean, that's not a bad serve from Harimoto. Tight, low, changing to the reverse pendulum.
To find balance in terms of when to block and when to initiate. Ma Long Fanjandong 2017 World Championships men's singles final. The most classic case of this. Tomokazu Harimoto not too proud to slow it down. Allow his opponent to attack first from time to time. But right into the middle here, Wang Chuqin, the body language says, that's it. This is what you got to do.
Change to a push, because we know how when he's flicked sometimes he's been punished on the next ball, but Wang Chuqin over that.
It's tough when you take it from baseline either way.
And basically every serve he does is half long, Wang Chuqin, so creates that indecision.
Yeah, I feel like about 80% of the serves at this level are half long. And a timeout now on Tomokazu's side. Back from his timeout, 1 serving 3. Oh, back edge of the table. It's been tough so far. He's gonna stick to the plan. Again, the stoic. Can't change it, don't worry about it.
Oh, wow. It was a nice brush up there from Harimoto. He got good dwell. Let's have a look at this again, that reverse pendulum. Wang Chuqin having to really come around the side of it to prevent the 3rd ball going into Harimoto's forehand. And that's what made things quite tricky for Harimoto.
Forehand flick, airborne inside the table. He's everywhere right now. He comes to the table strong. Again, this is the last big event of the year. It's been a fascinating year. You just saw the Roll of Honor a few minutes ago at most. Wang Chuqin taking some big tiles on that roll.
And again, just that backhand serve. Should I say backspin serve, causing a few issues for Harimoto. He just can't get any kind of rhythm. He's trying to make it for himself, but Wang Chuqin has an antidote for everything.
Little IOU here, cashed back in as Tomo gets some fortune back. We saw some fans, some familiar faces supporting the Japanese superstar. Good length on this, nice and short. This is how you play it to Ma Long and Wang Chuqin, about 6 inches inside the baseline and low.
Yeah, prevent your opponent from being able to get a comfortable, open attacking opportunity. Make it a test of patience.
the combination, taking the initiative here, Tomo.
Yeah, he anchored the shot, had to keep the bat high, didn't have much time to work with because of the Wang Chuqin backhand. But here you see Harimoto managing to still transfer his weight. He sinks that left knee through.
Channeling his inner Wang Manyu.
Absolutely.
Little arc on it, Wang Chuqin likes it. The business. Right now, he is in the middle of business, Wang Chuqin. You can see it on his face. Think about how little eye contact he's made. This is a man who wants no distractions. He's had plenty since middle of the year. And distractions might be a strong word because it's not to say that he's lost focus, but of course it hurts your confidence when players 50 in the world, outside the top 100 in the world, get the best of you on the table. But he's closer, just 2 points away to a 3-0 lead against an opponent who doesn't have a timeout left.
It all started from the loss to Morogard at the Olympics. Bit of a domino effect there, but now he seems back, ready to fight.
And it is 5 game points for Wang Chuqin to get that 3rd game en route to 4. Good move inside the table here. Harimoto never give up, his middle name, as you might recall.
We've seen him win big matches before from 3 down. Lin Gaiyuan at the Summer Series. Will he go 3 down here?
Good deception on the serve, deep to the backhand here, the reverse pendulum.
Haven't seen so many long serves from him.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens in the next game anyway.
Still in this one here. Oh, back edge of the table, Wang Chuqin escapes. 11-7. Wang Chuqin to start off game 4. So Fraser, can you tell me anything about Hungary 2022 that might encourage Tomokazu fans to keep hope alive?
Yeah, it was the inaugural edition of the WTT champions, and he was 3-0 down against Lin Gaiyuan.
What happened next?
He came back, he saved a handful of match points as well to win it in the 7th game.
Wow.
However, Wang Chuqin, and this is taking nothing away from the Dark Knight, is not Lin Gaiyuan. He doesn't seem likely to blow a 3-0 lead from this position.
I hear you. Message received. Tomo gets a message out here, though. It's red on the other side. It's not just a jersey statement. Tomo fighting for survival, but it's going to be tough with animalistic instincts like this.
It's just predatory play. He sniffs out everything attackable. Harimoto with a long serve from the forehand into backhand. Unusual, and I like the intention, but it is just dusted from Wang Chuqin.
The king of the jungle with the heart. Top edge of the racket here, a push deep. Tomo still looking for answers, will not give up. The question is, what's it going to take? It could be an overwhelming task to think about the finish line. Every point is its own war. Heavy spin, shallow, changing his depths on the table. This is one of the reasons it's so good to go back and watch your predecessors from the 90s. Waldner is the Mozart for a reason. He could do anything. He could find ways to disassemble the opponent, and you might not have noticed what it was that he changed. These players need to know the difference. And of course they do, but you have to dig deep in your pocket at times in desperation to find answers. And look at this, Tomo's in front.
Same service motion, goes a little bit wider. Wang Chuqin wanted the backhand flick, realized it was too wide to do so, too late.
Oh man, right into that body. Nearly knocked him off his feet. Take a look at the placement on this. Short side of the table, Tomo not a bad shot at all, but not enough to cause trouble here, and it's 4 apiece.
Love it. Great play from Wang. So cavalier, that put away. And again, this serve. I mean, because of the way he imparts it, Harimoto isn't always sure whether he should receive with a forehand touch, take it early, whether he should flick it with the backhand. So subtle.
Slow spin, and still Wang Chuqin manages to extend, reach out in front, and capture the topspin before it peaks. Very active play. Harimoto's giving him a variety of rhythm-breaking shots. He's gone power, he's gone placement, touch. Still in it though. It's not game number one scoreline, nothing has been.
Now it's a question of Wang Chuqin's composure to stay present.
Can't be much more present than that. Shuffles his feet, keeps his wrist back, and that ball unstoppable. The placement, the pace on it. Jeez, that's a good shot.
Sometimes there comes a point in your career when you're so unstoppable that you almost need something to happen in order to find a new reason to fight. Maybe it will work out well for Wang Chuqin what's happened in the last 6 months.
Ooh. Break off the net here, 3 points in front. And this isn't over yet, but the same could be said for Tomokazu, the way this match is going.
Yeah, absolutely. Swings and roundabouts.
Nobody comes into my home and bosses me around. Could be the mantra. But right now, there's one boss. The scoreboard makes that quite clear. Job still not finished. Wang Hao, you can feel it. The nostrils flaring, just breathing out with excitement here. And it is 5 championship points to end a year that he started incredibly well. The world #1, 1 point away from showing the world that he never left, and this is how it's done. Wang Chuqin says what? Make some noise, victory, catch a headband. Hope nobody gets hurt in the crowd for that. Well, this was beyond clinical. Respect for the dancing man, Tomokazu Harimoto, but Wang Chuqin can bask in the sunlight and the warmth of thousands.